haven't seen this yet, I am already freaking angry. I'm not excited for the show. It's going to be ass. However, we need to bring in the guests. So first off, let's bring in Mr. Codex.
I never wanted this. I never wanted to unleash my legions. Together we banished the ignorance of old night. But you betrayed me. You betrayed us all. You stole power from the gods and lied to your sons. Mankind has only one chance to prosper. If you will not seize it, then I will! So let it be war!
Let's just get this over with.
Indeed. All right. We've got a couple more guests in the back. Please welcome.
Hey, I should be offended. Mine is like 10 seconds long.
It's not the length, it's how you use it.
Yes.
God.
That's what she
Let's
said.
bring in, multiple times.
Yes.
Okay. Good thing you're not monetized because you'd be done already. You're
I'm
welcome.
done already.
No.
Let's bring in the bomb.com himself, Yuri. Sorry.
Is everything ready? Do it.
Thousands of souls extinguished by the push of a button.
Understand, Yuri? This is only the beginning.
Yes, I guess this is only the beginning, right?
Did you just call Johan Yuri?
Too many European names.
Jurgen, Morgan, yes. Totally not gonna be going for that Denmarkish.
Mm-hmm. So,
You'll
history
have
with
some from
this.
the land of Sweden.
History. So, some history with this abortion of a show. Season 1 sucked ass. It was terrible.
I think it scared some ghosts.
It sucked. Barbenheimer. Yeah, I heard about that. They're showing like Oppenheimer and Barbie as like double feature. I think that's funny. It's a massive tonal mismatch.
Hello.
I mean, you got one.
Hello, Space.
You got one that's based on a soulless IP towards a historical property. Exactly. It's kind of like one thing is not the other.
Mm-hmm. With admittedly a lady who looks as physically as much as you can expect a Barbie to look like. Since if any lady is going to play Barbie, Margot Robbie. That's true. She sucks as Harley Quinn. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah. I've seen some of the production stills of season 2, and they all are ass.
Is it worse than Rings of Power season 2 that's
Yes.
gonna be coming out?
Yep.
Amazing.
Definitively, yes.
Amazing.
Rings of Power Rings of Power is a 3 and Reveal Prime is a 2.
Oh, by the way, Don, be happy that we were able to watch Willow, because apparently Willow has been removed.
Yeah, I noticed that. They're just like, we just do not want to pay any residuals, so we're just going to remove it. It's but the nice thing is,
There is
it's
a
always
god
going to
out
be
there, my
available
god.
for piracy.
Yeah, it's still preserved. If you really are wanting to watch a big giant worm giving milk to people.
Oh God.
Oh.
Well, it is still. Well, the funniest thing is it's still on pirate sites, which is really funny.
Like yarg.com.
Is more emotional damage. I think that on every technical term, Wheel of Prime is dumber. Wheel of Prime is way dumber than Rings of Power. Rings of Power has some really
Yes.
awful dialogue, and some really stupid mystery box BS. But Wheel of Prime also has really, really bad dialogue and really stupid mystery box nonsense. And
Well,
its
it
mystery
is
box nonsense is way worse.
well, the good thing is technically both come from the same place, Prime.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Hmm.
yeah, Rafe Judkins. Yeah, Rafe Judkins sucks. I actually recently watched this and I found, you know what? This is my favorite description of Mr. Rafe.
No, it's not.
Your bag is being a soy boy beta cuck.
That's it.
Oh, you're so
Oh.
happy you got to play that.
Jesus.
Oh.
Holy shit.
That sounds like someone else as well, but we're getting off topic here.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
not
Trip
gonna
knows what I'm
start on
talking
that
about.
topic. Yes.
So,
I know.
So individual. So Johan's the new guy. He doesn't know anything.
I
So,
only know that Wheels of Time made a ghost disappear, but for the rest, Jesus.
So, and Kodak's reaction is very well documented. He was quite angry at the show.
Yes.
Imagine my
Yes.
shock.
To me, someone in this chat right now.
So did you read the books then or something?
I read the
Really?
first
Yes.
book. Yes, I'm on chapter 3 of the second book at this point in time.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
So-
I think everybody's gonna be disappointed.
Well,
I
and,
hope-
and Codex, apologies, but you are going to hear spoilers from me as I bitch about this trailer.
Oh, what?
So,
Frankly,
and
I
if
don't
you've
mind.
if you've been reading any of the threads on Red Hand, and just to save time from having to say it, yes, my rage about Wheel of Prime and Rafe and Little Miss, book expert is extremely well documented
Book expert.
at this point.
I can imagine.
Jesus.
Yeah, the episode 5 of this show broke Shad. Like
Oh,
this
Really?
is my
Oh no,
favorite
you're right.
clip.
Yeah.
I didn't
I am so pissed. What have you done? You killed it.
Jesus. Wow.
It should be interesting to see if he reacts to the trailer.
That's gonna be.
I think he
That's
has
gonna
one,
be
hasn't
way more fun than the show itself, honestly.
Well,
So,
that's the whole thing.
No, I'm thinking
yeah.
of the screenshots. That's it. That's what I'm thinking of. That's what it is.
all right. Well, here's what we're going to do. We're just gonna watch the whole thing in one go, and then we're gonna slow it down and pick out all the stupid. Let's get started.
Everyone has a choice.
No, they
Why are
don't.
they ripping off Hobbit music?
And every choice has a
Wait.
consequence.
Wait,
See,
that
and
shows
already,
consequence.
what the fuck? She doesn't know what Taverin is?
wait a second. Wait. That sounds like Endgame music. That sounds like the trailer in Infinity War, actually.
And
Sorry.
every choice has a consequence. We didn't defeat the Dark One.
Huh.
We set him No one should have.
Okay, why is Ren bold?
He had to shave his head for a different movie he did, a Dutch movie.
This September. Yes. Okay.
Oh god.
Together we face the impossible.
Oh, Stargate.
But now we're in separate corners of the world.
Ah!
So this guy is gonna be Boltman.com.
Protecting Rand, guiding him, that is the only thing that matters. You can't control him.
You know you have something inside you. Something
Okay.
that calls for blood.
What the
I
fuck?
want to know how to control it.
Well, I was waiting for that one.
Okay.
The whole
What the fuck is he wearing?
On can.
What?
Please stop. Ah,
If our friends
yes.
were in trouble, why would I ever stay here? You have no conception of the power they use.
You can't do this by yourself.
Eh.
There are many paths to walk through the night. It's not always the most powerful who write history. It's the ones who survive.
I'm tired of being a spoke in the wheel.
What?
You're not a spoke boy. You are the water that turns the wheel itself.
I really hate that hairstyle, by the way.
All right, now there is the line that is worse than the sea is all right, always right. You are the water that turns the wheel. Really? Really? They understand well, we already knew they understand nothing. And here we go.
Everybody has some.
Huh.
I must say, one thing is props for them though. The clothing look a little bit better than in Rings of Power. Honestly, some of the clothing.
Okay,
Are you sure about
I'm
that?
waiting to use this. Okay, I've been waiting to use this
some
for
of
a little
it.
bit. I'm waiting
Some
to use
of
this
it.
for a little bit. I need to use this.
I am so goddamn angry that I just finished yelling into a microphone for about 8 minutes in the bathroom before I got on here so that I could go ahead and not just lapse into a profanity-laced rant that would just get your channel banned. I am so goddamn disgusted, Gary, on so many levels.
Impressive. But yeah, as I said before, the clothing don't look too bad. It's just But the hairstyles, holy fucking shit, it's absolutely horrible. Ooh.
What was the budget for Wheel of Prime season 1 again done? What was it again?
10 mil per episode.
10 mil for this?
Yeah.
No. No.
Yeah.
I give you
Yeah.
$50. That's all, folks.
No, it was 10 mil. It was 10 mil.
Why? That's a waste.
Agreed.
Yes.
Because most of it's gonna probably be the budget for the CGI. All right, I must admit the buildings look decent, but it's still meh.
None of these scenes are in the book. This is all made up crap. We're already into season 6 and 7 of Game of Thrones bad territory. Well, actually, no, 5 and 7. 5 and 7.
This does feel like, teleportation device everybody has, and this trailer should be, the whole season, the first episode of the season, would be nice. But this hairstyle, holy fucking shit, it looks ugly on him.
Yeah,
what hairstyle? There's nothing in that.
He used to have red hair, and then he shaved everything.
But can he grow a beard or something? Something at least.
There's only the knuckle showed up.
Hey, look at that. It's the witch.
Yeah,
I'm gonna eat your children, and I'm gonna eat your children's children too. Yeah.
Oh, and my mic is being weird, so I don't know if you heard that, but whenever you want, I have a little list of things I came up with right off the bat.
Oh, you have a list. Oh,
Does
that's already very
does it
scary.
include fuck this show, Trip? Does it include fuck this show?
Of course, it always does.
Of course, yeah.
That just goes without saying anymore.
Oh, well, at least the good thing is they don't play that goddamn fucking rock punk music or something like that stupid at the end of every fucking episode, like in the fucking
Willow.
Yeah, I was immediately turned off there. So at least they got that. What the fuck is wrong? Oh my god, that CGI looks bad. Holy shit. That looks like somebody was, playing Call of Duty.
Well,
Oof.
what the heck was it with we set him free? We didn't kill the dark one, we set him free. What?
Why do you film?
I seriously think they're going to make Ishii the dark one in this series.
Question, why does she have such a big jaw? She has such a big jaw. It's like she has like this when you see a big giant pufferfish, that bloated face. Look at that.
No,
Look
I
at
was
the
just saying
jawline.
the dwarf from the what was that Disney show based on the books? What was it called? Faust or something?
What? I'm sorry. Say that again.
I can't remember what it was called. Something Faust or something.
What is it
That
about?
Disney Plus
I
film.
don't know what you're referring to.
I'm just trying to recall it myself exactly.
I have no idea. I have not watched Disney Plus ever since. I cannot even remember if I ever watched Disney Plus. Yeah, maybe someday, sometime. Yeah, maybe once. It was not my kind of jam. But yeah, look at the jawline of that woman. Holy shit, that's a big jaw.
Well,
how many
okay,
teeth does she has in it?
The show has a tendency to accentuate what do we want to say? Mostly a lot of male characteristics in women, and they also tend to take really pretty actresses, and actors, and make them look worse for some reason.
Look at the proportions. When you see the neck, it's like she's bloated, like she was stung by a bee.
Well, Leandrin is a baddie. In the series, she's a baddie. We're not quite sure about the show. They don't want you. I do think they're going with they don't want you to like her.
Then go with the evil look and not just this goddamn jawline.
They don't know how to do that. They're trying to emotionally manipulate people.
If you want to go this route,
quick interjection. Quick. Yeah. Quick interjection. Yes, Valerian, it's not a close to guard secret. I sent it twice. I don't know why you missed it. I'm really sorry. Alright, continue.
But she looks now like a half of a Neanderthal, like Ooga Booga. If she had like big giant frown eyebrows and then a big giant ceiling over her head, that would fix it. Then you at least have something. Now it's literally a horse wearing a human costume almost. Jeez.
I was going to say a human Pac-Man, but that's just me.
Yeah, it's waka waka waka. Allow me to tell you how I speak. That's how she speaks now. Ah, yes. I have a big giant overlip. I will make you a fine breakfast, my dear.
Alright. Let's bring in... let's bring in Valerian.
Hello, Rip.
Hello.
Afternoon. Hello.
Yeah, that's weird that you weren't seeing the link. I sent it twice.
Well, nope. I looked there. I saw the YouTube link. I didn't see anything on StreamYards. So I'm like, what the blazes is going on? Mind you, my computer was being very weird. I was trying to sign back into it. It's like, no, we're not going to give you button you can push that can actually sign in. We're just going to show you this lovely picture of a toucan in the jungle. I'm like, this is very pretty, but I can't do anything.
Oof. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. But yeah, as you can see, Count, what do you think? Does she eat balls in an arcade machine or not?
Is that my range? Doesn't look too bad, actually.
No.
Have you seen her
No,
jaw?
That is Leandrin.
Oh, I forgot who Leandrin was. But she was someone that... She wasn't the one who revealed stuff. That was something big with an M, right? You can see how a written impression for season 1 made on my mind.
Yeah, Leandrin is Red Aja. She's the one that had the cold open at the very beginning.
Okay, Red Aja is the ones
cold
who
open?
go around killing men or something, right?
Well,
Exactly.
Killing man, just like my father did back in the day.
Cool.
Jesus.
I don't know. It was a terrible joke. Jeez. How do you say that one? Oh yeah. Killing man. Wow, that's so evil. By the way, that's like. What, is she also supposed to be evil then?
Can I be my sweet self in comments, Kai?
Go for it.
Oh
dear.
Yeah. Valerian, maybe I don't know why you didn't see the link because I sent it twice. I have multiple. I can screenshot it. It's just weird that you didn't see it. That's very odd.
It is very odd. Yep. There was no notification. There was a notification for YouTube, but not for StreamYards. I have no idea why that was.
Since we're gonna be doing apologies, sorry about the joke. It was a terrible joke.
It's weird because I didn't send it to anybody's DMs. I just sent it, and
you just did the same thing you usually did, and because for some reason the system decided it wouldn't. You know how doing the same thing twice and thinking you're going to get different results proves that you're mad, right? Well, with computers, that's actually the way it is. You do the same thing twice and you get completely different results. So that's what reality.
I know. Finally got the joke. I finally know now what kind of joke I'm supposed to be saying. Just like my ex did back in the day. There you go.
You can still.
There you go. That's the one. You know, with the Call of Duty joke, like I killed my wife with this gun. I killed my wife with that gun. I killed my wife with this gun.
Yeah. So.
Very romantic. Sorry.
Indeed. Well, let's keep going with the task at hand. So.
Wow. Put that back in. Put that round table back in. Holy shit! That is the cheapest cast I ever could see. Yeah. That.
So it's
that.
Okay,
That's
that
horrible.
scene was lightened up by who I was talking about earlier.
Oh,
and I do have screen caps if you want them, but on the right-hand side of this scene, Ishii is actually leading a young child by the hand.
What?
Into this setting.
What?
Oh my!
I don't know what's going here.
That's even worse than my joke.
Let me find it again, Kai, and I will.
So this whole series is all about, sending a girl to a cult and then making sure she's indoctrinated?
The popular opinion right now is that she's probably going to be sawdust. Well, if this is the Dark Friend social, but it's just like what
the fuck?
And the screen cap is a little bit blurry because I couldn't. God, they only showed it for just a short bit, so I just DM'd it to you, by the way.
Holy shit!
And
okay.
The other one from this scene seems to show a possible Tinker as a Dark Friend.
Which is accurate at least to the Dark Friend social in the book.
Right. Right. No,
this is
I'm
weird
just
because
saying.
one thing that's odd is that one of them appears to be wearing modern cufflinks and shirt.
Yeah, it looks like a bow tie, you know, like when you have a suit and then you have that lot of the jacket underneath.
You can actually see details of their clothing, because what I'm seeing on this screen here is a bunch of dark, mysterious, kind of mildly scary figures.
They're not very mysterious. The 1, 2,
No, they're not.
3. It doesn't feel mysterious, you know. If it would be mysterious, there would not have been so much fucking light. If you want to have mysterious, you should have a highlight in the middle of the table, and then have the fires not being lit on. You know, have just candles on the table, and then zoom in towards people talking about this conversation that they have. Like, he must be destroyed. No, we must resist. It will cost too many resources. You know,
it all looks pretty dark to me.
Yeah, I have my. Sorry, go for it.
Did these people waltz in from the Long Night episode?
Probably.
Possibly.
They're just, they're Nazguls, but cheaper, you know.
It's about as bad as the Long Night.
Nazgul are so expensive these days, so I can sympathize.
Yeah, racks these days are so expensive. Well,
Yeah.
You don't want to know. I tried to do a rack business, but it didn't live up to its name. No, got shut down. The fishermen didn't want it. But yeah, it doesn't feel mysterious when everybody has just no face. They should have show a little bit of face, but not all of it. Like hidden only the eyes or something like that. Would have been better.
Wouldn't it be a riot?
It's bad when hot.
Valerian first, then Codex.
Wouldn't it be a riot if those weren't even people? Those were just like bits of black cloth that were draped over like the chair or something?
Like mannequins?
Yeah, or not even mannequins. Maybe just bits of black cloth draped on the chairs to make it look like there's creepy people around.
It does feel they are feeling very fake. They don't feel like actors. You could have placed a mannequin and it would not have been any difference whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. With this, it's like, clearly this is the Dark Friends social. Probably a bunch of Dark Friends, Black Aja.
What? Dark Friends social?
It's bad when it's bad when Hot Fuzz did a better council meeting than this.
Yeah. And
Dark Friends social, as in social with coffee and stuff? Coffee and donuts kind of social?
No. This is like Facebook and friends,
Okay. So let me kind of explain things. So in the beginning of book 1, the prologue is a meeting with a bunch of Dark Friends in an inn that seems to be out of time and place. And there's a bunch of Dark Friends there from various different countries. In the book, it's just they're in the common room. Yeah. Book 2, yeah. This is the very beginning. And everybody's masked. Nobody knows who anybody else is. But there's one guy, his name is Bors. He's looking around and he's seeing bits and pieces of info about everybody there, from just picking out their ethnicity from their clothing. Even though everything else is covered. Seems to be they're trying to translate that. This is one of the few things I recognize.
But then, if they would have worn masks, they should have not worn everything like rags. They should have just worn masks and then their clothing, and then you should see the different cultures within the continent. But again, look at that! That's Charlie in the chocolate factory. Nice.
A great part of that particular prologue in book 2 is the fact that Dark Friends do not know who each other is, so they are trying to, especially Bors, but he is trying to figure out from mannerisms, from little things maybe that they, rings that they wear, or particular pieces of clothing that they wear. It's a huge game, is what it is.
And now
there's a
it's
lot
not.
of maneuvering and political maneuvering. And it's also, they don't sit down at a freaking table. Across from each other. There are, I don't know how many they mentioned, but there's at least dozens of them there, not like just 12 or 13. They're just,
it was like in a hole, wasn't it?
yeah, exactly.
And why
And
didn't they not film this in a church?
and they definitely don't. Ishii doesn't show his face, I do not believe, as boars in the book.
No,
So this is
you mean
this
as
is why.
Bosman. You mean as
Well,
Bosman.
yeah, but we all know he's Ishii.
Yeah, he's got a mask on because he's gotten burned.
I'm sorry. I'm still stuck on the social thing. It's not called a Dark Friend Social in the books, is it?
No, that's a fan nickname, just like the Purple Wedding is the fan nickname for Joffrey's wedding, even though it's not called that in the book. Same principle.
Oh, thank God. Well, Purple Wedding is something they could call it in the books, but I kind of maybe I guess this is not a medieval world, but social just sounds so modern and like
that. Even if it would, but even if then there would be a dark summoning of multiple people, would it not be wiser to film this into a church at nighttime and then have more people show up?
That's what it was in the book.
Well, they don't have churches or religion in the Wheel of Time.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. If it is dark enough, you won't be able to see those things, and you can cut them out with CGI anyway. So, but
if they really wanted to, they could.
One at a time. Valerian.
Like a hole or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was a hole.
Sure.
Or castle hole,
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a church particularly, but it can be
some kind of gathering room. You could just do it in a common room set. That's what it was in the book.
Yeah, but this round table feeling like, we're gonna play Arthur today. Oh, are we? Yes.
Except that we're evil.
We're evil Arthur. Yes, I have seen the grocery man trying to do something fishy today, trying to sell some nice bread. Should be definitely out of.
Okay, so sure. Okay, yeah. So
sorry.
So this scene has no context, so I have no idea what this is about.
I told you already. It's Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. Can you not see the costume?
Well, so the line is, no one should have that much power. Since we have no context, I have a couple of assumptions. One is Kalendor, which is a Sa'angreal of immense power. Another could be referencing the Horn of Valir, which up to this point has not been explained at all, which is really stupid.
Also, I don't know what's wrong with her, but her how do you say, her shoulders feel a little bit strange at the neck.
Yeah, they're in the kitchen. What scene this is? We know that the character on the right is Alana. This is the bad guy, a used car salesman.
Carl, the salesman person. Yes, okay.
Yeah, he's using power, and now he's with some kind of blood-soaked woman.
Feels like a sea monster to me, but okay.
It's not the creature from the ring, is it?
I don't know. My theory is that he's letting Lanfear out. Yeah. So yeah, go for it. Go for it, Valerian. Talk all the crap you want, because this looks like it's going to be ass. This looks like so that's my. This is Lanfear being let out of her prison. That's my assumption.
Is she some kind?
Sorry, go for it.
Is she like a kind of murderer or something, or what is she then?
She is one of the Forsaken. She is a mass murderer, yes.
Oh, you're just gonna let out a mass murderer? Ah, okay.
Thing
Then
is, it's the
everything will
bad
be
guy.
fine.
Thing is, it's the bad guy letting her out. So
So basically, if you're a Forsaken, you're something bad. That's all I can get from
Yeah.
Why are the mouths
Murdering-
shut like a baby?
Oh, there are some. Oh, the Forsaken do some messed up things, like not very much indoctrinating children to murder their parents.
Oh.
Killing entire cities because they think they slighted them. Cutting off the fingers of musicians because they thought they were better than them.
Why are there...
one lady who actually kidnaps and basically mind rapes attractive active people. She killed their children when she stole their parents to act as her slaves because it was a mercy.
Question: Why are they wearing like these spoons in their mouth?
Yeah, this part is a really stupid change.
So
This is not in the books. No.
Okay.
Sorry, go for it.
Are they like BDSM people or what is this?
No.
What even is that?
That looks like a baby fetish to me, but okay.
So this shows bastardization of Damani.
The what?
Damani, the leashed ones. Essentially, they are magic users that have been collared and brainwashed into believing they are nothing more than animals to be used by other people as weapons of war.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
Okay. It doesn't feel like they are colored, actually.
Oh. Ooh. We have a friend in the back who would like to join.
Hey, God damn it.
Greetings.
I had to drag my fucking crusty ass out of here to see
Strange
what's happening.
Dio.
Since I obviously was super invested in the fucking season 1 of this just nothingness of a show. So I had to just drag my dumb ass out to see what was happening. By the way, I thought you were supposed to be starting at 1 o'clock. What happened there?
I did.
He kind of forgot about the whole damn
It's
thing.
1
of
o'clock my time. It was 1 o'clock my time, not yours.
Well, shut the fuck up. Anyway, no, because 38 minutes ago, at least, that would have been like 30 minutes till or 30 minutes after. Whatever.
So,
imagine.
So, this bit, we just see them destroying a bunch of people. Okay.
and they're wearing weird masks or something.
No,
yeah,
it's
I
not-
don't understand that change, honestly.
September?
But, yep.
Like
So-
November.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
no.
got a vault opening. This
And
is
there you have
probably
it.
Nynaeve's accepted test.
First of all.
Then, so basically,
From landscape.
you basically go to see alternative dimensions of the past, present, and future. Then
This
we
September. Sorry.
see, yeah. Then we see a group of adventurers going after the Horn of Valir, led by Mr. Openmouth himself, Perion Ibarra.
What's his actual name?
Perion Ibarra.
Oh, okay.
I just call him Openmouth because poor actor, never closes his mouth at any point in this show.
I really hate that hairstyle. How the fuck can you love a man like that? Jeez.
Well, that's the funny thing. She is an odd. She seems to be this mysterious. She is this mysterious lady who it seems to be tempting this guy toward greater power.
But
based on the
she
casting.
doesn't even look at him. It's like, oh, look at that bunny over there. Yes.
And then this bit I have no context for.
That's Prison
no
Break.
idea. Prison Break. It's funny.
She
Not
looks
likely.
like this
Okay.
hairstyle is horrible.
Listen.
Way too
Okay.
modern. Absolute
Okay.
trash.
So I guess they return again to the White Tower again for more filler, derailing more of
Oh
the.
my god, that CGI looks terrible.
Yeah, it does. Then. Okay. I really am curious what this is about. Are they going to go with a stupid Don Corleone thing where every time they think I think I'm out, they
Totally
pull
using
me
that
right
one.
back in? Is that what they're doing with this? So that's ridiculous. That's so dumb.
I really don't like how this magic is used. It doesn't feel like magic, honestly.
Magic the Gathering.
Well, it's not really how magic is used. Essentially, that's just him holding the power. But there's no.
But still.
So that's at least
have something glowing in his eye or something like that. If you hold power, like make it feel like he is the one that holds the power.
Well, the thing is, they already have glowing eyes, and that's for a different kind of magic. So,
why is nothing explained here?
Well, yeah, they haven't explained anything, but this is how magic works, where you've got magic flowing around you, and you direct it outwards at other people.
So you literally have like a magic,
Yep.
a magic field around you. Okay.
That's how degenerates get along. I see. All right.
Kill them all. Gotta kill them all. Also, why she does not have boobs is a very questionable thing.
Actually, I take it back. That sounds like a fucking fetish between Trip and Dunn.
No comment.
So
They
here we
penetrate each other with their
see.
magic. Anyways.
So
Okay, that's a werewolf. Okay, I see.
wait, let me see something. 1 second.
You know you have something inside you.
Yeah, that's a werewolf. Okay.
Okay.
What the fuck are they doing? They're doing Twilight now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the guys is a wolf brother. Yeah, one of the guys is a wolf brother. He can talk to wolves. But it looks like there is a moment where it looks like she gets a collar around her neck. It's extremely impractical in the book. It's just a simple metal collar around her neck. But in this, it's a freaking pauldron. It's so dumb.
Yeah.
How do you get that around somebody's neck? That's ridiculous. It's so stupid.
I completely forgot about Perion talking to wolves.
Mm-hmm. Then this.
That's a man.
That's indeed a man.
This one I imagine is one of 90's
not
Accepted
women.
Vision. Don't know what
That
the
reminds me
context
of Last of Us.
Egwene should not be able to channel to this extent. Should not be channeling it all when she's captured. Yeah. Matt planting
Mary
the dragon
Sue?
banner. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they don't. Land for casting is bad. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like the casting of Natasha O'Keefe as
Oh my god.
Lanfear.
I see finally an ice dragon.
Huh?
Did Matt finally come back then for this season?
They brought they just recast him. They announced they were recasting him.
Forgot.
They just said that they were going to recast. They said that they were going to recast him before even season 1 came out.
You see, this is just a video game world. All he did was just type in a reset race menu and just reconfigure his character.
What you mean? Respawn H481? Okay.
Yes.
So this is hilarious
Does seem that way.
because look, the dagger's there.
Uh-huh.
Oh god, that looks like a fucking Game of Thrones dagger. Get it away.
Yeah.
No,
look at it. Look at the
does,
edge.
yeah.
Look at the edge. Look at the edge. It's twisted. It's not fully shot. It's not fully flat.
Yeah, you're right.
Holy
Ben.
shit! That's even a horrible dagger to stab people with. It's not even fully straight.
Yeah,
What do you think of the situation?
The worst part is we saw that knife in another part of the country, or another part of the continent, with one of the bad guys. How exactly do they get that back?
Well, you know, we kind of forgot about the whole.
It's so. I'm just like I'm expecting the worst here, where they just forget continuity. Which
I got the perfect explanation. We just have I just forgot it. Never mind. Let's continue.
And then we have recast Nat, who poor guy, probably gonna suck.
The knife suddenly just happened to reappear.
Oh my god, it's mage armor with snakes this time. Woo.
I'm sorry, I thought we were watching Wheels of Time, not fucking Elder Scrolls. What the hell is happening here?
This is Marshman. He's from Mars. He's trying to kill people.
I'd rather watch a movie adaptation of Skyrim than this.
What, don't you like Marshman? Come on. Marshman is
showing
great.
Rand the wheel and telling him he's the wire that turns the wheel. Yeah, that's stupid. This bit is dumb because it's just like Rand doesn't have a teacher, and it's really I don't know why he's in the White Tower anyway, because that's the place that this guy is in.
He's not white
because they
enough.
need the Emperor Palpatine, don't you know? They need the Palpatine.
Yeah, I do not feel like him being Emperor Palpatine. He's more like this surfer dude who just came by and said, like, "Hey, dude, you know how to control this? Just go with the flow, man. Just go with the flow. You don't need to worry about this whole shenanigans of wizardry stuff."
Well, he is in the background.
And then he walks by, you know, waving his hand like in those animes, like waving his hand goodbye to the main hero. Hero and walks away.
Funny thing you talk about waves. I'm looking at the guy on the right. He looks like a fucking surfer, bro. Like he's about to
Exactly. I told
surfboard.
you.
Yeah.
And the other one is like, I'm from business international, you know. I just keep my hand.
Surfed across the continent, bro.
Yeah,
we have a
skill
guest in
issue.
the back room.
I beg your pardon?
Hello.
Hello, cheese.
Greetings.
Yeah, it's a little too cheesy for my taste.
An hour in and you're only a minute into watching, or did you watch the whole thing?
We're doing the rollback.
Okay.
Roll back the rock to the dawn of time when the earth was smoking in the lava.
Oh my god. Well, I wanted to tell y'all about my experience watching the first episode of Wheel of Time, because I didn't know anything about Wheel of Time.
Oh, God.
It was kind of wild, and so I was watching it and I was getting into it, and I was this lovely, you know, fantasy medieval setting, having a lot of fun, and then all of a sudden, basically, the like demons from Doom march in, and that's what it really felt like. Like they looked very video gamey, and so I thought there was a crossover. It just felt so not correct.
You know, I would pay for that. Like the show was just happening the way it was, and then suddenly the fucking Doomstar just comes on and just starts wrecking shit.
I bet if you play the Doom music over that scene where like the Minotaur Beast whatever is busting and fucking up, it would not be out of place.
Just play Rip and Tear, and then suddenly Doom Guy just saves their fucking crew and just rips them to pieces. Yeah, this is better already.
That will be entertaining, actually. That will be entertaining.
It doesn't need to make sense. You just need to be entertaining, because we already fucking jumped the shark on that part.
Oh, well, I mean, you know, we can't pay writers, so they just kind of slap whatever down.
I want Japanese anime.
Wait. You guys don't pay the writers? What are they eating on then? Great.
Use what? Hey, Michael. I'm not Michael. Fucking hell. Done. Sorry. I'm talking to this guy Michael all the time.
Goddamn Michael.
So Johan, actually, this is how it happens: is that people can't eat on the wages they pay, so the only people who can afford to be writers are nepo babies that have their
nepo
parents.
Babies. Interesting.
Yeah, that have their parents bankroll. Oh, I want to be a writer. I want to write for Hollywood. It doesn't matter if they don't pay me a living wage to live in LA, because my parents can bankroll me. So that's why there's been just shit. Because the artists, they're not paid.
Are we moving on to the strike already?
Well, it is 4 o'clock, but
okay.
It's 4 o'clock. Man, let me see how late it is here.
It's actually 4:07.
It's only 10.
Okay, I'll keep it on, but I just wanted to make that point.
Yeah,
true.
Because it
Yeah.
is the pinnacle of it. It's like it makes so much more sense when you kind of sit and think about it.
Yeah, like I am now currently writing for the writer showcase. I don't know if it's this week is gonna be one, but I'm trying to write my fucking second chapter, and I have troubles getting the chapter done before done is gonna have the writer showcase. But I am sweating here like an ox when I'm trying to do it. It's goddamn hard.
Writing's hard, yeah. It's a lot of
Ew.
work. It's a lot of skill.
Nah.
All I got to do, I say, is one thing, done, and you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. You
He's
use
done.
buds.
What?
Yeah. You just,
that's an inside joke.
No, I didn't even hear what you said.
You use buds.
Use buds.
What?
Because Dunn over here, me and Dunn watched a live stream, and I want to hold this whole crew at gunpoint to watch it. I force you guys to watch it with me and just watch you all just suffer as I did and watch it.
What did I do?
Something happened to your voice, Dead Shop. I don't constantly the word like in the descriptions of every single thing that he's writing down, like that or like this or like that, and then when liking coming around, it's gonna be liking about, like reusing the word constantly, therefore causing a lot of trouble with keeping the pace with how the story is gonna be progressing. Ugh.
I think you said like too many times because every other word turned into like in my brain.
Yes, exactly. That's the whole point.
This is a steamy hot moment in the story.
So,
yes.
Let's keep going with this.
I hope the soup was good for him, though.
Mm-hmm.
So this bit's weird. And extremely
Holy shit, that is blue screened. Holy fucking shit, the blue screen
Holy
there.
prequels, that it's a prackle.
Yeah.
This really does feel like a set.
Yeah.
This do have some.
Hold on, we stopped this TV show that introduced you to a PS1 cutscene.
Yeah. As you can see, the green screen part is literally where the card begins and where then the big giant wall ends, and then again. So all these people are copied at the end. Let me see. Are there also copies in the people? Probably. Let me see. We're gonna be looking for it.
You guys don't
understand. The AI
understand.
generate all background actors, so it wouldn't
guys-
surprise me if they tried it here.
Yeah.
You guys don't understand. The CGI background is a metaphor for all our pressing times in the United States. You see, the reason that it looks fake and artificial is because our government is fake and artificial. It is very deep, indeed.
Yes.
I am missing the piano. That's all I'm missing there.
It's actually kind of pinwheeled. It's shoehorsed all the way around to being exactly.
So it's really deep.
Also, that face. Holy shit, that's ugly.
Unintentional.
Yeah.
What the fuck
What
is that?
is that mask?
What
Okay, what
I
is
don't know, but
going on
it's
here?
cool. Look at that. It's very Bug Queen-esque, so I really like the lines and very mysterious.
Holy shit, what the fuck is wrong with
Yeah,
that man's
Trip,
face? Damn.
Yeah, Trip, you're
That looks
Sorry, go on.
CGI as fuck.
No, I think it's a practical. It looks practical.
It does look practical. Yeah, Trip, you know more about this than I do. So, what is with that helm?
This is made up
Exactly.
for the show.
Yeah, it feels like a costuming choice.
Oh, that makes
The
sense.
guy,
Yeah, fair
I'm
enough.
sorry, the guy on the fucking right looks like a fucking office worker. Like, what the fuck is going on over
He
there?
also
He
looks
does,
very
doesn't he?
fake. He also looks very fake to me.
Yeah.
He was just late for work. He was like, "Hey, we need an extra for this guy."
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
the
that-
funniest thing, that's the big bad of the show.
Is that the
Really?
big bad?
You're
Yep,
joking,
that's
right?
one of the big.
Is it?
Yeah,
He
that's
doesn't
it.
look like the big bad. He looks like just a regular old fucking dude that is created with CGI. But okay.
Is that part of his character, or is he supposed to be bombastic?
Aren't we all
He is
created
actually-
CGI?
He in the book he is described as having eyes and mouth that are endless caverns of fire.
What?
Hot. But I don't really think it's made
Wow,
of
why
flesh.
did he epic that? Jesus Christ.
Aren't we all
Wow.
CGI? And did I mute myself earlier?
Yes, you did.
Good.
Yeah. So let's keep going. So here we have
What is this guy wearing?
What in the racial stereotypes is this?
Okay, no, can I say this? Can I do this real quick? It's bad when Zack Snyder's Kryptonian design is better than that.
I think it's pretty cool.
It,
I like the
it is-
Cronius. What type of people are they? I mean, as someone who doesn't know anything about the story, but all of this is very high production value. Costumes.
Yeah, that looks like when you try to cook something and then you have the furnace. That's exactly how that looks.
Yeah,
It's a nice burner plate. Let's put it that way.
When it
You can
comes
put
to
your
like physical
panel.
things like props and costumes, you can't nepo your way up there.
Agreed.
Oh,
I mean,
costumes were just garbage tier.
Yeah, but it's just I don't know. It just looks a bit weird.
It does look a little bit too
And not in the
much.
good way.
If it's a lot, it feels
Yeah.
over designed, if anything. But I think it looks, I've seen some bad shit or some like offensive shit, and I think it's an interesting concept. At least it's not boring.
This fits
I think
somewhere.
that's what's worse is boring.
This
Is
fits
it
more
worse?
in
That's
a
fair, yeah.
1915's fucking cereal or something, 1950s cereal or something like that.
No. This guy reminds me of those times when you go to art school and then you have to, draw something of a costume.
Yeah,
Oh,
let me see.
Still Lifes?
Oh, that
Oh
looks-
God, Jesus!
Oh, bad. Oh my
that looks so ugly. That looks so ugly. No.
We bring you discount Marvel.
She's had something in her mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
She's like eating a piece of fruit, isn't she?
No.
What is with the
no,
baby
sh-
fetish all of a sudden?
Yes,
No,
exactly. I told you already. I spotted that before.
No, she
That's a rape.
she's. I think that it's just something she has nailed to her mouth. That's my
And-
assumption.
And still,
Why?
just go for a goddamn face mask then instead, have like a big giant metal face mask, like when you have some metal hats where you have like these cage mouths instead of the fucking stupid ass baby spoons. Jeez.
You seem really upset about such a small choice.
It looks ugly as shit.
The plants are pretty.
I just say this looks retarded. This is like, what the fuck are you doing that for?
It's like, I am Gaga. I have powers. Fuck you.
Unfortunate screen.
Oh,
I do like the plants though. Oops, they're gone now.
No, what plans?
Trips
Oh
is in
wait,
the
those.
There were some. They're just gone now.
I just need to paste that over like some kids screaming over like playing a fucking video game. Just
No. This reminds me of that scene where that activist is crying out loud in front of the camera.
Yeah, actually, kind of is.
Yeah, you're right.
This is me.
No.
When I realize it's Sunday. And I'm
It's Sunday, not again.
Oh my
It's-
gosh! And they're just riding through the desert. I don't know
With
why.
horses. Are you fucking idiot? Jeez.
Golden ball gags are such a horrible replacement. Yeah. Yeah.
Look, mommy, look. I'm gonna stab some people. Yes, the first gay scene, as always. The second gay scene, as always. Anyway.
Rose, is it gay to hug your buddies? The answer
No,
is yes.
no, it's instantly. It cannot be bros anymore. It only can be hoes.
Hoes all around. That's the trouble of being bi. You can't have bros. They're only hoes.
You have no
Yeah.
power. Oh god, what the fuck? You just ripped that from Skyrim? The fuck?
I guess so.
Yes.
You have no concept
And
of the
then-
power I wield. Bleh, dies.
Okay.
And there's
I do
Avienda
like-
showing up a book early for reasons.
Wait.
God,
Who's
a
this?
Butthole scarf.
Oh my gosh! Why is Why does Nynaeve have a sword? That's
Why
stupid.
is
That's a
Ray
new
in there?
character.
What?
And she hates swords. Nynaeve thinks a primary part of Nynaeve's sword skill is that personality is that she hates swords.
What? If I design
she
a
ever
person that doesn't like guns and uses guns, how dare you?
Oh
How dare you
my.
put me
in
out
the
of
book,
that?
is there going to be like? Are they
Nynaeve doesn't
hinting
like
at
swords?
maybe-
Oh my.
Oh my.
Send her had a comment. Send
They
her a
like to
comment,
cross
please.
swords. That's all I gotta say.
White, shush. Send her had a comment. White, shush. Send her had a comment.
So was she later on in the book? Does she have any arc where she like overcomes her hatred of swords? Is that what they're teasing in, or is that so antithetical to her character?
Does she join the?
I don't know that
does she join the National Sword Association?
No, she never. She only uses the power as a weapon once in 14 books.
Okay, so she
Actually,
doesn't have a
couple
sword
times.
measuring contest. Okay, I get
No,
it.
her personality is that she is a healer. And
Fucking pacifists.
not a pacifist.
Can we not just have
She just thinks that war is stupid.
fucking pacifists? War is the only solution to this problem.
Of course,
Just
the
more
German.
murder.
Peace was never an option.
Peace was never an option. Indeed. The same way how I play Age of Wonders. Just erase the cities. Why? It gives me more power. Ah, okay.
Johan, how do you say peace was never an option in German?
I
RuneScape
I cannot speak German. I'm sad.
Oh,
I can only understand it.
Hence that Leandrin's bad.
But I can say it pretty good if you want to.
What
I was
the?
just curious. I didn't know what it was, and I was like,
What is
I'm gonna stab you. I'm gonna
What is
slice
that
you through.
"Oh my god!"
Oh my god! Look at a face. That's a war face, isn't it? That's a war face.
Tunic. Actually, I think this tunic is the same fabric as my couch.
Why is she crying out as well?
That's a
Did you say he's
right
stringing
there.
the same fabric as her? Did she say he's stringing the same fabric as her couch?
Peace.
All the shots have been very
Oof.
flat.
And what is this? What
I
on
don't know,
earth
but
is
It's
I
the
think I'm
bondage
watching
wheel.
something now.
It's the bondage wheel of time. It's a
No
real
comment.
time of wheels. Ah, who would have thought it? But
yeah.
now it's a real thing. Because the wheel of time was a time wheel after all.
Yeah.
my god.
Oh
hate
my
this
god,
channel.
Jesus.
What was that? I only heard abs.
Absy is neat.
Oh,
Happy.
I don't know why this is here. Everybody who hates the show just theorizes that's just something that Rafe bought because he could for his sex dungeon later.
Yeah, probably. It does seem that way.
you save the world from darkness. You'd want a sex dungeon too, right?
And
Okay, good news. I found the translation, by the way. I found the translation correctly.
Wait. Oh, you did? 1 second before I forget my thought because I'm very prone to it. I was gonna say, isn't that what happened in the Legend of the Seeker? You
which
saved the
one?
world from darkness.
Yeah.
His beautiful. Anyway, what you Johan?
Thanks to Space Junk, we haben eine Friede war nie eine Option. There you go.
Oh.
But in Dutch, it's even better. Vrede is nooit een optie geweest. There you
Oh
go.
yes,
Yeah.
Johan,
Oh,
you're
my.
Dutch. You're not German. My bad.
Yeah, how racist of you, cheese.
I know. I am.
All these did the cheese really went to your head?
shame.
I guess I put too much wheat in it.
I'm a marrow fag, so sorry. Excuse me.
So that's an
Sorry,
interesting
Di.
theory. It's going to be bad, but the
Peace would never
theory that Trip has is that this is in a dreamscape.
The what?
That the wheel thing is a dreamscape.
No, I believe it's the real thing. You know, it's not gonna be metaphorical anymore. It's gonna be the real thing. The wheel of time is a real wheel, and he can wield it like a wheel. He can even spin it.
And then this bit is so stupid. This bit.
That sounds really great.
And
What
like,
the fuck?
Fuck
What's
is
he
that?
wear?
like, look at his.
What?
No.
Damn, that's what I
No.
be feeling when I get my nails
No.
done. I get acrylics.
It
No.
looks like he's
Fuck
like he
yeah.
gets a bunch of fucking cardboard from Home Depot and just started stretched to
No,
stick
no, no,
fucking
no,
taping
no.
it together.
Done.
Those
Put it 1
cauldrons that
second.
the fuck
Put it 1 second back. Put it 1 second back. I'll look at the claws. How flimsy
Yeah,
they are. Watch it. Yeah, continue.
And it's
Yeah,
funny
he's
that
drawing the
towards
sword.
the
Look how
end-
flimsy this. Yeah, it
Yeah.
bounces. No, those are plastic claws.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
God.
Oh, they
Jeez.
gotta be.
Oh,
You know, when
man.
I
And the-
when I go to when I go no. Oh.
I don't know if I
Look-
like that helmet design.
It looks like something out of freaking Power Rangers.
It really kind of do. They look like funny aliens. Like
No,
it's
no,
like a
no.
PS2 like Deep Space or something.
Do you remember those glowfish that are underneath the big in the deep sea that have like these anglerfish?
Anglerfish,
With the-
yeah.
Yes, that's the mouth. It's like a big
Yeah,
smiley
good.
face with a clown mask
No,
on it.
No.
It's
I
a
know
clown
exactly
mask.
I know exactly what that looks like. It looks like Lord Zed from Power Rangers.
Oh yeah,
It
put
does,
Put it
yeah.
on. Do it.
For-
Do it.
For
Ruin
reference,
everybody's dreams.
This is what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
Oh my
Amazing.
God, that's exactly what it is.
It looks exactly the freaking same.
I like the Queen helmet. I like Claw Guy, but yeah, I totally agree with this one.
Oh my
Cheddar.
god.
By the way, if you ever go to the amusement parks in our country, or theme parks, they actually have one of the theme parks actually has a medieval knight fight show where they actually fight with metal claws. It's quite
Oh
cool.
my God, that would be so cool. If only. Sadly, America wants me to be poor, so maybe in a couple of years I can come visit your land.
Don't worry. I will probably visit America first.
I need to leave California first.
California is home to the homeless.
Yeah,
California.
this looks like Lord Zed. It is almost copy paste
identical.
Lord Zed. It's hilarious.
I am Lord Zed. Give me all your money or die.
We'll find him.
I need my needles.
Power Ranger.
on him.
I'm glad you know what I'm talking about.
You are no match for my Lord Zeds. You will not fit. You will fear me.
Man, you better give me that thing I want so I can kill a bunch of children with
Exactly.
See, my homeless arm.
It's a wheel of time. It's a real thing. Yes, and then he goes back to time.
Oh my God. He has the flaming sword.
Oh my God, it's Grubman.
A lightsaber?
No,
I have
he's
no idea
Azor
what
Ahai
this
from
is.
Game of Thrones.
I know,
Oh,
that's
no.
actually what
I don't even know what this is.
No.
supposed to
No.
be.
It's Dawnbringer from Skyrim. It's
Yeah,
Dawnbringer from Skyrim.
with Lord. With Lord.
Nords.
Looks like Lightbringer.
And of course, you know, with your Lord Grub Scrubber 2000, you know, getting slayed there.
like
Level
how we're
200
all-
Grub Scrubber.
I like how we're all saying completely different things, but yet we're all the same.
Just
Yeah.
fucking babbling over each other.
It looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
It looks kind of fiery. Should it hurt? Nah, it will probably not set the person on fire.
Sir, you are fired. Smack.
Oh my gosh, that looks pathetic.
Ooh!
What?
Ooh.
You're gonna stick a stick into the gate and then everything explodes?
I don't think that's the connection. I think it's gonna be
You know
dumber.
what this is because of? This is because they don't give VFX people any fucking time.
You know that if
and
you
this
are
whole
the water.
set looks so bad.
I'm sure these VFX artists are absolutely masters of their crafts, and they're
Oh,
told to do
probably.
it in no time.
Oh.
Yeah, like at the end of season 8 too. They had they did everything at like the last minute, and you can see how shoddy it is.
Like it looks
That
like
would-
they
Yeah.
just finished rendering some of the scenes and then pushed
Hey.
it out.
Season 8 was great. You just don't know how writing works. These
Guys,
biggins.
didn't you
You-
see?
We
she had
kind
the
of forgot
dragon
about it.
wings. The dragon wings came out while she was looking at the.
No.
She had the dragon wings. That's symbolism.
It's symbolisms.
It doesn't matter that the writing is
I'm
bad.
certainly a
See, how does it
symbolism.
make you feel, guys?
Oh, okay, okay. Allow me to make a good demonstration. Wait, done. Hold it. The Wheel of Time. The new season of Septemberism.
Is
One.
I
Samurai
want to fucking
Johan?
commit a fucking hate crime now. Thanks, Joanne.
The Wheel of Time, Hate Crime Edition, Season 1.
Where's that fucking? Where's that leftover Nova 6? I'm gonna go get some juice.
Does your carriage transform into a throne like a trans?
Does your carriage transform? The Wheel of Time, Schneekschman, the new season.
Lots of snakes.
I can transform. I just gotta get hit by obsidian and I turn into a bunch of meat.
We should do a Jack in the Box night party again once.
Oh, Jackbox night.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
great. Oh, no.
Funny. You're dead right, chap.
They would be very funny with them and the rest of the crew.
Yeah. So I'm just like, I hate theorizing on how it's going to be bad.
Okay.
So there's no doubt in my mind that it's gonna suck. It's gonna be really awful.
I bet my bread on it that it is gonna be this guy is gonna be the real Wheel of Time. He's gonna be the one that's in the wheel. He's the one that's gonna be the wheel. And all the stuff that happened didn't matter because he's the wheel. And then he finds out that he can control it because he's the water of the wheel. Dear God.
So with Wheel of Time coming up and you got to see how bad it is. Maybe we could take a little segment and learn about the dangers of accidentally acquiring the season not from Amazon Prime, because it's really
Allow me to show you that I have those powers.
Well,
yes.
Allow me to sail the 7 seas. Hold on a minute.
Wasn't Cider still talking?
Yes, Cider, go. Stop interrupting,
Basically,
Johan.
It was a pause to think, but everyone caught my drift anyway.
Yeah. So let's we should probably move into the next segment, which is talking about the writer's strike. Let me pull up a good image. Cider, regale us. I know about it. A lot of people have decided to, writers from the Writers Guild of America have decided to strike.
Yes, they've been on strike for a while.
Yeah.
What is it about? Because honestly, it can't be about the writing quality because they all fucking suck.
It's
I know what it's about.
It is
I know
about
what
the writing quality, and like that's the idea is that they're not being paid very well. Writers don't get paid well, but right now what the striking is it's mostly about the invasion of AI into the writer's room, and so they want to absolutely protect going in, because I mean these AIs, like as an artist, they were created off of stolen data. Like they're unethical as hell the way that they exist, but it took human ingenuity to teach them, and so people should be protected from AI, from taking creative jobs like writing away. And currently, like, writing's so bad right now, mostly because writers aren't allowed to be just writers. And so a lot of their strike also has to do with more control in the writer's room, better timelines, better pay, so that these writers can actually have one job as a writer. Because a lot of writers and a lot of actors, that's not their only job. They have to have second jobs to live. And so with the turnaround that they're getting, with the worry, like their basic necessities probably won't be met, they're not going to produce very high quality.
Have you seen, or has everyone seen or listened to the Dragon Demands? Because he's gone into a fair amount of detail on the subject.
Yeah, we can actually pull that up and maybe talk through it as he goes through, because that would be really cool. What do you say?
I would say
No, I
would
haven't heard anything about this, so
I would still say
so the Dragon Demands, his thesis on it based on actually George R. R. Martin's blog, which I think we'll actually do George R. R. Martin's blog because he's an insider in it.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah,
Let me do Dragon Demands.
because Neil
DRM
Gaiman is in the
run.
writer's strike.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, part of it is the reason why things are bad is that the writers commonly they just apparently, according to Dragon Demands, they just write the script, and then they're not allowed to like be there on set, and they don't get trained properly, and it's a whole thing. So that because it means that they can't, it's kind of it means they can't coordinate as well.
So it sounds like things are breaking down in the process. That even if they write a really good script, if the director doesn't know what the fuck's going on in the script and makes a stupid decision. Oh.
Well, it's not only the director that's having the problem with the decision. By the way, all of these people are very afraid of their jobs getting stolen, which is pretty much a real thing that can happen.
Oh, it's very competitive, and there's no loyalty.
Yes, exactly. There is no loyalty. It's very competitive, and the main problem is these people that have been, baby fed from the beginning from their mommy and daddy, they actually didn't read a book. Most of the cases. Yeah, some of them do, but then they produce a little bit more. But the main problem is they have been fed with the ideologies, and they have been heavily influenced by certain movements, which can cause major issues in the writing part, in the scripting part, and in the moving part, as you probably have noticed.
What are you saying? No.
Okay.
I'm just Lester. I was like, are you saying the? No, it's not that big of a deal.
Okay.
There's a couple reasons why they're striking. One major thing is they're not allowed in terms of training for production.
Yeah.
They're also they are basically just shunted to the side. They just turn in the script and don't do anything, and they're asking for more control in the writer's room.
Yes, that's one of the things I mentioned.
I rather want to have a person actually reviewing the writing script so that the writers can redo their writing part.
Or they can just ask clarifying questions.
Yes, exactly. I don't want to have the writer to have full control. Otherwise, you're gonna have even a worse Star Wars.
Well, I mean,
they'll never have full control, but they have very little.
Exactly.
Control.
So then they will do again a strike, and again a strike, and again a strike. So if you just say no for the first time, with a legit reason, then
you're saying the studio say no to the writers about wanting more power.
Yeah, because they are basically just handed in. They want they want better pay. They also
they can get better pay.
They're also talking about they want to be able to climb the ranks to be able to become to gain producer status.
Yeah, that's
there's a whole history to apparently. I was just watching the Dragon Demands video about that, where they were striking, where whenever there's a major change in the technology, the studios try to basically pull one over the writers and the actors
as fast as they can. That's a fucking gnomes thing.
Not to be cruel, but yes, that's basically what it comes down to. Like with reruns, they didn't want to pay them for reruns. Then they didn't want to pay them for things that came out on VHS when VHS was popular, and so forth. So then they didn't want to pay for streaming.
And a lot of those people are the same people. The same person that was like, I don't want to give you money for reruns is the same people saying, I don't want to give you money for streamers. I just want to put the point that these old fucks need to get out.
Yeah.
Does seem that way.
But the co-producers, for instance, I don't think that the laddering or from going a writer to a producer would not be a very good idea. I would say a writer would be, if it has, decent pay, then have if it has a decent pay, then you should not be able to go for another rank because a writer is actually totally different than a producer.
Well, it's producer just essentially means that you get some measure of say in things.
Yeah, I think it's what it
Oh,
when they're
in
asking
that
for
case, okay.
they're asking to break
The
break
glass
a
ceiling.
barrier. Like a producer status is a gated status. You have to, if you're not part of like the in crowd, you have to
Mhm.
make an obscene amount of money on your own before you can break into that. That's why you'll see producers from famous actors, and then all the other producers are rich bitches. And so
Ah.
this is what they're asking. What it sounds like to me is, hey, if we're a
Mhm.
writer for you and we're writing, and I write Breaking Bad for you, I want the company to sponsor me and to give me producer status, pay me like a producer, give me control like a producer, because haven't I earned that? And there's literally no reason why you're not letting me, except that it hasn't been done before. But it seems
I would say yes, pay him like a producer. That would be indeed a thing, pay him like a decent person would, and give him some saying, but not all of the saying. Just give him give the producer the feedback, like a second hand
what does
man.
all of this say mean to you?
That would be for me a better option, but a fully producer status would not be a very good idea.
Absolutely, it'd be a great idea. The title alone is very prestigious, and like one producer alone doesn't have soul power.
But I would love to see, writer to be the status, be a better status than, a producer.
Oh, you want the writer title to be equal to a producer title.
Yes, exactly. I want that.
And
I do not need to have the writer to become the producer. I want the writer to be the writer, but having the same status as the producer. Just to.
I think that's just. Sorry.
It's two different titles, really. The problem is a producer, most of the time the producer is either the creative mind behind something, or they are the person who's the money person. And they have a lot of the creative control. In this case, writers are basically they're hired guns who get paid very cheap. Yeah, they're cheap. They're cheap labor in a lot of ways.
So it's basically like piecework kind of thing.
I think this is what it is. A writer is kind of like I think Johan will understand this. When someone hires an artist and they're like, okay, I want this thing, and they basically stand over you and tell you basically each pen stroke, being like, I want that there, this, that, there, and like you sit there and you're like, do you want to draw this picture or do you want me to draw this picture?
A backseat driver, essentially.
Being like, because like as someone that does it creatively, like y'all, there's a reason
I would not like to recommend that. Yes, I would not like to have somebody just constantly saying like, "No, I want it there, I want it there." No, just give me the guidelines and I will draw it for you. And if you're happy, then you're happy, and if not, then no, I tried.
Let me use my artistic knowledge. Let me use my skills to produce something that you have a vision, and then I'm going to make it.
Yes,
I'm not
exactly.
gonna make what's in your brain, because if you wanted to make what's in your brain,
but
learn how to fucking draw.
Like Benioff was pardon me, micromanaging his staff and all that.
Exactly. Yep.
And we saw how that worked out.
Yeah. No, it's awful. And he had literally the might of money, the best TV could offer, and they were stupid and they wasted it and they threw it away because they were fucking nepo babies.
Yeah, like his dad legit is one of the richest men on the planet. He's the ex-CEO of Goldman Sachs.
Yep, that's basically how he got in, isn't it?
Yeah, that's my pet theory, because like he'd done some stuff before that, but we also have very public knowledge that the original head of HBO is a very good friend of David Benioff's dad. And David Benioff submitted a really bad pilot. It was so bad that the HBO execs' main feedback was, you have a massive problem.
Massive.
Yeah.
Was that Game of Thrones or something else?
Yep, that was
Game
of Thrones.
Oh, wow.
Nobody else would have given a second chance if they wasted all that money on a shitty first. Oh my god! Yeah,
I mean,
imagine that.
So
yeah, not some normal grunt who tried to do that. No, they just get booted out.
Yeah.
No, yeah, exactly. They would have never been able to walk into Hollywood ever again.
But yeah, if you have a good writer, you still need to have a good producer as well, and then you still need to have the good scenes and all that stuff. And once you have if you have all the chess pieces, then only then you will have a decent, successful series that everybody will be loving, and even the people will make you money for it.
I think another thing is they want it partially because it gives them credibility as well. Also looks good on a resume, as well as it looks better because they can get better jobs, more high profile stuff.
But
it gives more access. It's just more prestige, and you can have both too. So we can elevate the status of writer to be producer, but some people, just the same way that they want to be a director and an actor, they want to be a writer and a producer. It might be something completely different, but if there's a bridge to that, some people might want to. And considering myself, if I were ever to want to do that, it would be good to have channels open. I don't see why there's any net negative to asking for more channels, especially when you have the power, especially when it's opening up places that were closed off before.
True, but
I mean, you could. Go on.
Yeah, but I would recommend having this status among if you have a writer status and you're like hey, you're the writer that wrote that,
yeah,
and people are happy about it, then it immediately gives a much more better feeling towards, and maybe you even get an even higher payment because of it, and that is a thing that needs to be recognized.
Yeah,
instead of this.
That's what they're doing now, and they've been so.
I hope so. I hope it's not just because they want more money, because they can just sit into their lazy asses and do nothing again.
No, that's propaganda. That's
I hope not.
Yeah,
there's a lot of
absolutely propaganda when people are like, "Oh, if they don't want to just sit on the lazy asses and not work." No, they want the money. They can't live. A lot of them have to get fucking.
Well, how?
Pause. Joanne, let Sutter speak.
Oh, yeah. They let so a lot of them work 3 jobs. It's absolutely insane over in LA, and a lot of it, self-inflicted. It's also kind of not, because when you really think of the people that move there and are politically active and try to move, is that the normal person, and they don't have as much control as the rich people around them, the fucking Mark Zuckerbergs, the massive actors. And so the strike isn't really about the mega stars. It's about Joe Schmo, who's the background actor. He's a background actor 3 times a day, every day. And he puts in the hours. Background actors put in a lot of work. I've been on film sets before, and he can't make enough to live. So he has to also Uber, and then maybe if he has a side hustle going on, he can actually make rent and feed his kids.
Yeah, the Dragon demands says that some of them. The Dragon.
Johan, shush. Valerian, you go first, then Johan.
Thank you. The Dragon demands says that there's some people who can't get their health insurance from their jobs.
Yep.
And there is an odd sort of anti-union prejudice in certain quarters, but basically, the idea of the union is that there needs to be some counterweight to the overwhelming power that the employer generally has over the employee.
Yes, a massive amount, an insane amount. And I forgot to ask this earlier, but I wanted to sound out who was an American and who wasn't, just so I didn't make assumptions if someone said something.
I am an American.
I know John's American. Johan's from the Netherlands.
I am goddamn European, bitches.
Valerian is an American with a very, very eloquent British accent.
I'm what you call technically American.
Technically.
I'm British.
Are you?
I live in the communist country.
I am.
I live in the communist country of California.
So let me get this straight. So because of the whole damn
I live in
because
Tennessee. I want out.
so let,
Wow,
so let
the
me
great state of Tennessee. Carry on, Johan.
So let me get this right. The people in there in Hollywood, they have to work 3 jobs at the same time to even feed their family. Technically,
Yes.
Then I think striking won't solve the problem here. I think you need to really, really look into how jobs work first. First of all, how jobs are paid there, because if I work here, for instance, I work here like a whole job, the whole week long.
Absolutely. So you're saying
I would be able to feed my family. I would be able to pay my rent. I would be able to do whatever I want.
Uh-huh. I
So,
know.
I
would
think
really love to do that too, but
exactly. So I'm a little bit confused upon maybe just maybe fix your economy status upon the common man first. I don't know how you're gonna be able to do that, but
we're striking. Well, that's kind of the nice thing about the actors is actors are so visible for everyone, and it's one of the few lasting, pretty strong unions that it can model for us.
The main problem is here in the EU.
Yeah.
It is more shown, little people are grabbing popcorn and just watching the fucking show go on in America. It's a laughing stock. It's a laughing stock.
Don't we know? And it's not very, Europeans are like, ah ha ha, you're burning down. And I didn't do this to myself. This is kind of serious. Straight up.
It's a problem. I know.
Florida can make international refugees because they're being persecuted so much. Because there was just a law signed that they can take away children if they're suspected of committing trans care, which is just a great way of kidnapping children. And they also extended it so that if you try to leave the state for gender affirming care or something, that they can come after you, which is just whatever you feel about trans people is antithetical to America. And just that means they have to flee America if they're from. It's fucking crazy.
So
So wait. So a state put in a law that caused even more trouble.
Yep.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of states. But what was I going to say? Actors strike. I'm going to quote the. Pardon me. I'm going to quote the Dragon Demands again. He says that the only writer strikes that have succeeded have been the ones that involved where the actors were also involved. There was one in 1960 and one in 1980, and those were the only ones that the writers managed to. Well, they got minimal. They got minimal benefits like in 2007, but not much.
It wasn't really great.
So basically, unless the actors have also been striking, writers have not on their own managed to get very much.
Oh, I mean, they just entered striking a week ago.
Yeah.
And everyone, it's good. And UPS is going to they're voting right now on whether or not to strike.
I hope so. But fun fact, by the way, Space Young said it just right here. Joe Connor, the EU has no good writers because they're too busy scamming the government's aid. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
In the EU, there is a lot of laws.
Did I interrupt Valerian? I'm sorry. I interrupt Johan. I'm so sorry. Fuck.
So in the EU, allow me to give you a bright picture of how this works. In the EU, there are a lot of laws. And those laws are very iffy. So it's very wishy-washy. And you can get away with a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, there are some good laws. There are some great laws. If you are unemployed, you will be able to find a job again, whether you like it or not. And they will be able to provide you with enough money to pay off your rent.
Whether you like it or not, huh?
Yeah, exactly. It's still you need to be able to work. That's the whole point. Unless you're 100% disabled, then you are then you will be getting taken care of by the government.
Here's a quick question. In the EU, if you're disabled, is there a law where you can only have 2,000 euro on you at any one time, and if you ever go over 2,000 euro, you lose all your benefits?
Yes and no. The old law stated that you can just do whatever you want with that money, regardless of what you want to do with it. And if you earn more, then you will earn the same amount, but less from the government. And then when you return to being 100% disabled and unable to work, you will just gain the same amount again. So technically, you will gain 2,000, where 2,000 is from the government, and when you work, then you work for 200, then you gain 2,000 minus 200 from the government.
Interesting.
Until it reaches 0, and then you earn more than you actually gain from the government. However, that's hard to get. And the new law states that if you find work and you get a full contract and you lose then your job, then you will go to the unemployed rules. So you will still earn some money, but you will only earn 50% of the money that you're supposed to be earning. And then you need to find a new job, otherwise you're going to be in a very problematical state. However, with being in low payment rules, so if you earn 2,000 euros per month, like $2,000 technically, you will gain how do you say that? Sale prices. When something is on sale. There you go. You will be able to get half the price of your rents, for instance here. No taxes on no taxes on the green garbage. Yeah, so a lot of tax cuts you get. So a lot of tax cuts. Your rent will be cut in half, and you don't have to pay for water, for instance. So it's very like if you would be able to earn more than the normal money, if you will be able to earn more, the problem here is that if you would earn more than that, you have to pay everything back. So you need to then pay all the taxes, cut taxes, all the rent taxes that you have, and then you will earn technically less than the person that would earn less than you, because of all the tax cuts and all that stuff. So if you want to earn in the middle class, you technically need to earn around $300 each month. That is around to get by properly without any worries whatsoever. But because of the inflation right now, it's a little bit difficult to find yourself a good renting place, because renting places here around are like 1,000. From $500 to $1,000 each month.
You know how much I pay for my place?
Yeah, go ahead.
2,000.
2,000. I pay for my rent. I pay. Don't get me wrong here, but I pay $257.
I pay $1,200, and it's like about half my income or so.
Yeah, it's not even half my income. The rent here is dirt cheap, because I literally have my tax cut in half.
So the Euro's bragging.
So all I need to do is ask Mr. Johan, where does he live, so I can kill you and take over your house.
I told you the Netherlands. It has a very nice immigration policy and all that stuff.
I know. I was looking into
it. Just be aware, if you're an American person that's going to be living here, you're probably going to be looked at and talked at, and hey, have you seen an American running around on the streets today?
People will probably say
that's literally not even that bad. I would rather that. Like, if I ever get pregnant,
very watchful eyes.
They're gonna start naffing on about Trump at you all the time.
What? Trump?
Yeah, they're gonna naff on about Trump at you all the time.
Hey, wasn't that guy who made very problematical issues with our great and glorious Netherlands?
You know that guy
about like, hey, we're gonna cut your trade. Okay.
You're saying so?
Europeans come up to me talking about Trump, I'll be like, damn, I haven't thought about him that. I think about him less than you do.
Well, the main problem was he did a kind of dickish move. He cut us from some trades, and as our country, we like trade a lot.
Oh, did you hear the bit about? You remember the bit about Greenland?
Yeah, Greenland's great.
Yeah, where he wanted to buy Greenland from Denmark, and the Danes wouldn't do it, so he canceled his visit to the king and to the queen. I mean, to the castle, to the palace. It was pretty amusing.
Trump.
Yes.
Yeah, Trump was the main problem why America is now viewed as a laughingstock from an European standpoint.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be political here, but when you talk about Europeans being viewed abroad, one can't not mention the elephant in the room.
That's
they are quite.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair.
So one thing I kind of want to talk about is the showrunner assembles the mini room.
Oh, what does that say?
Is that about those tiny little people?
So basically how it works is right now they can't really rise through the ranks. They're basically stuck at a very low level, almost assistant position, where the show gets into development. The showrunner assembles a mini room made up of a couple of senior writers and a couple newcomers. Meet for a month or two, be at the season, break down the episodes, go off, write the scripts, reassemble, get notes, give notes, rewrite, and then finally turn out in the scripts. And the show is rerun, inlet, and sent to production. The showrunner and his second and third take it from there. The writer producers, the ones who already know all the things that you learned on Twilight Zone, that George R. R. Martin learned on Twilight Zone. The junior writers, they're not there. Once they delivered the scripts and did a revision or two, they're paid, sent home, their salary ended. They're off looking for another gig. If the series gets another season, maybe they will be back. Maybe they won't. Maybe they can't, since they are off in another mini room for another show. If they do get brought back, they may get a promotion, but it's not guaranteed. A lot of people who have been staff writers on half a dozen series, and others who have been writing room assistant, which is a new entry-level gig since no one buys freelance scripts anymore, 3 or 4 times, never getting off at the bottom rung, no matter how talented they are.
It's the gig economy.
This looks like that old casual way of like, isn't not the same way as internship? Because
Unpaid internships, yeah.
Yeah, like in America, you have unpaid internships, and then they abuse. And then I always hear those stories like, yeah, they are gonna be abusing you until you then maybe are offered a job. It's like,
yeah, it's
maybe.
The mentality, the mentality here, for instance, is if I want to do an internship, I want to have that job afterwards.
You get
if I
treated
don't,
like a human?
I won't accept.
Holy shit! It's like wild. Like, you just treat people like a human. You don't have to throw them away and just churn them around. And it makes sense.
Exactly.
Writing quality is inconsistent. They're trading around people in the writer's room, like you were talking about. If like season,
what is this human you speak of?
Because like, I'm thinking like The Witcher season 1 was all right. You know, it had its issues, but season 2, I didn't even watch season 2. It looks shit.
Don't forget, season 3 is even worse.
Yeah, I bet it is. I haven't even it's been like I give so little shit about it. It hasn't even appeared in front of my eyes.
Yeah, season 2 was kind of weird.
But I kind of forgot about the whole damn thing.
Right now, the currency of today is people's attention, and so I spend it wisely.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly,
someone who works
Space
in
Jam.
social media or I work in web. I work in marketing. Literally, I sit there and I learn and I strategize about how to keep people's attention, and I hate it.
Fun fact, by the way, Cheddar, the Space Jam says a very good thing here. Paid internships are all cool and all, but because it's all now required by the law to pay interns, no company offers internship anymore. Indeed, if you want to have internship here in Europe, you need to pay the interns, because otherwise you technically have slavery.
Well, you kind of do.
Like,
So,
how
and
am I supposed to live?
I actually did it as well. I did an internship at a smelter in one of the companies.
Shit.
And I was 3D designer there, and I had a whole year fully out internship. I got paid and all that stuff. And the second year there was like a lot of problems with the company, and then the government was like, "Wait a minute, hold on a second. You do not have the requirements to host this person. And then I was like, God damn it. Every single fucking time. So I had to leave. And that's how my internship ended.
Oh yeah. Well, honestly, after seeing what unfettered access, like I'd rather deal with that problem than like hearing so many stories, worrying about that my nieces and nephews are going to get suckered into basically slavery if they want to enter any field.
Yes,
like,
that's like, basically right now the problem.
And like if forcing internships to be paid causes internships to disappear, maybe they shouldn't have existed in the first place.
Yes, because it's very cruel to ask a person like, oh, you want to work here? How much experience do you have? None? Well, then you are not going to be hired. Good day, sir.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
And that cycle is such a demotivation for new people.
Oh, yeah.
Such a demotivation for old people, such a demotivation for young people, because you're literally going to be belittled. You're gonna be mocked. You're literally viewed as trash beyond belief, according to their eyes, because, well, you do not have the 15 years of requirements to need this job. Well, you only have studied 5 years of the requirement necessary. Well, then find a job that needs it, and then you have like an
it really is. They think you should be grateful that they have a job. It's because they're all very spoiled after the crash in 2008.
Oh, Jesus!
Of course, needless to say, if you, either you won't get a job, or if you do, it'll be one that's underpaid.
Probably.
Indeed.
But also, a big thing about this writer's strike too is that their jobs are at risk of completely disappearing to AI.
Well, the main problem of AI is it can do its job very good, and if you are not a person that has good and great talent, or at least a very, very, very productive talent, then the AI will probably take over because, well, it's cheaper. It doesn't have to be paid.
I think
this money.
Pause for a second. I actually have a counterpoint that it's not just about the AI. It's more about job security than the AI specifically.
Okay.
Cool.
The AI is part of it, but not all of it. However, I really think that we should get rid of humans and replace completely with AI, because I think humans are just too expensive and they're just annoying, and then they die eventually anyway. So what's the bleeding point? It's a waste of time.
What I would say, like,
done speaking.
No, I was actually going to give it to Valerian since I think that I was actually just wanted to bring it up because like AI, some of them have complained about AI, but the problem is more job security in general, that they just are underpaid in general, even apart from the ingrowth of AI.
I mean, it's been a problem for decades, actually.
It's probably
AI is just the most recent. We were talking earlier about the prehistory. First, they didn't want to pay for reruns. Then they didn't want to pay for VHS. Then they didn't want to pay for streaming. They never did want to pay them for DVDs.
I must say though, if you look at, for instance, Disney, it has constantly put everything on Disney Plus, right? That is how it now goes, most likely. And the main problem there is because it's put on Disney Plus, it probably would not benefit the writers because they will not gain any revenue from this whole streaming platform. They should, yes, true. They should have something to gain from it, but they won't because it's not from the cinemas.
Well, they easily could be. Oh, well,
they could be. They should have some revenue from it, something, because they have technically put it all together with the whole crew. The crew that created the series or the movie should have some revenue from it. Even if it is 1.5% from each sale.
It should be better. No, they should be paid a fair rate for the numbers of streams that they get, which the company does have, because as a marketer, I know that they have every bit of data about who watches where, how many.
The actors get the actors get $450, and the And the writers finally in 2007, I think they made it all the way up to having 2%. What else was going to mention about that?
And there's like nothing wrong with paying abundance if they produce abundance.
Yes,
then
exactly.
Just scale
Otherwise,
up with them, you know.
because now it feels like, we're gonna just put it on stream. Psych writers, psych producers, psych actors. You're not gonna get paid here.
Yeah, the technical term, by the way, we should add is for the percentage that they get paid for each rerun or streaming thing, whatever, is residuals. That's a technical term.
Yes, that's what it was.
Like,
we should probably mention.
But like, I know how hard it is to produce a fucking movie. All right, I know how hard it is to produce a fucking decent script. Because I'm working on a script. I'm working on a script for the visual novel, and that takes time. But I'm a one-man army, so that takes even more time. But
I produced 20 in the last 5 minutes.
if I would, true, but if I would have done it by a producer, for instance, and then by a company, the company I have a very strong feeling that the company would treat me like shit, like dirt ass person that is not even valuable enough for the person, and that's why I actually didn't want to ask for any money or whatsoever. I'm just gonna produce this. I'm gonna make it. I'm going to publish it. I'm not going to be even asking money for it because, that's against the rules of, the government I'm living in. And then I will ask, people to donate money if they want to, putting the original way of how to do this. In Steam, you can, put a DLC in. And instead of a DLC, I will just, say like, if you want to give me some money, sure. Here's the 50 cents a buck that you can give me, and then do whatever. Then I would be happy about it. And even if it would not be a lot of money, it would still be something that you create. You gain money from it, and you gain validation from it. You earned this yourself. The problem is when you have AI create if you have AI create a script and all that stuff. You can do that, but then there still needs to be something human about it. Even if it is post-producing, like stuff where the writer wrote down this script and the AI perfected it. Yes, the writer should still be the one that is actually in charge of this operation of the writing part, and needs to be credited about it. However, if it is only the AI that is written it down, and then put it all together, and then the writer takes credit for the AI, while the AI is not technically, how do you say that, developed by the writer or something like that. If it takes the credit but not earned it, let's put it that way.
Oh yeah. No, I think what should happen here is I think the writers should just seize the means of production. Sorry, that was it. That was just a joke.
Can I say something to the contrary exactly? Because I think AI can be used as a useful tool exactly, but it can't really be used as a
replacement. It can never
get our free.
No. It needs human input.
Yeah, exactly. It can't replace the actual people in. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But if you would have used the human input illegally,
which they
then you should be punished for it.
Yeah.
Not illegally, because in fact
matter.
technology is advancing faster than we can legalize, but unethically, it should be illegal. It should be illegal that they scraped the internet. Also, Google is making its own AI, and if you have any of your novels in Google Docs, it will scrape your novels and use it to be the AI that replaces you.
I keep getting these adverts.
Good to tell me that now. Then I will remove it right now from the drive.
Yep.
I keep getting these adverts from Bing saying, even though I don't really use Bing, saying, "Hey, blah blah blah, AI, blah blah blah." It keeps coming up on my computer.
It's the genie's out of the bottle. And then right now, what's happening is an arms race, as they know that AI is going to be the killer, and whatever company does not get on AI, that first when it drops, they're going to die.
Oh, true that.
The genie's out of the bottle. The world's not going to be the same.
Yeah.
Unless an EMP comes by and kills them all.
Yeah.
That would be great. Which
Unless
there's a solar flare
under
happening.
Sorry.
Okay, good news. I removed the things in the storage. I think now it's cleared, right? Or do I need to go to the bin and then remove it
No,
again?
you just had to take it all off and clear it.
There you go, delete it forever. Goodbye.
I know. Fucking pay me if you're gonna scrape my data. I should.
Yeah, exactly. If you want to scrape my data, then I want at least a fucking 2% revenue from it.
I know, right?
Hey, you should get a share of the ad revenue that comes up when your data brings up bizarre Google adverts.
Imagine, being this dick that scrapes the whole internet and then, creates a whole movie and then claims it's his own. Oh.
Someone's done that.
Yeah, and that person would be definitely hated forever.
Although I've seen a really, really cool positive use of AI in art.
Me too.
It was the guy that they're doing, they did a AI generated anime, and so what they did, it was a series that they dressed up how they wanted or they dressed themselves up and took video with a low frame rate, and they had the AI paint over each frame rate, whatever fantasy setting and whatever background, and it was super cool, and it was something new. Of course, it required a human to create, but I just also wanted to point out a really cool example of AI not being just the worst thing.
Okay, allow me to say something wholesome then as well.
Okay, I have something too.
Can I say this?
Never mind.
Sorry. Okay, you go first, Valerian. Go first.
Actually, I think Johan was first, and then you, and then me.
Oh, really? Okay. I went to a 3D. Convention. Convention, a 3D market. A market convention, and there was a guy doing a presentation on AI used in art. He made a whole. They written down the script with AI. They made the art with AI. But the best part about it is they used the script to give a person with, for instance, autism, with heavy autism, or somebody with a disability, or something like depression or something like that. And what they wanted to do was actually giving image to the feeling of the word depression according to the person they spoke to. So the person spoke words, and then they made those words into a drawing. Let's put it that way.
Oh, it was the prompt for the AI to generate an image.
Yes.
Whatever people describe
And
depression like.
Eventually, after some couple of times, they showed the reactions on the screen, and it was very heartwarming. You saw the people finally being able to be understand.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
So it can be used for good stuff like therapy or anything like that, but it needs to be moderated.
Also can steal the majority of jobs in even my sector. When it came out, I had to go to my therapist and talk about it.
All I was going to mention was that part of the problem with Google, too, of course, is basically a monopoly, and the entire internet has become... Yep. The internet, unfortunately, the internet arose at precisely the period when government stopped enforcing antitrust in any meaningful way. So it's like the entire, so basically large chunks of the internet are monopolies now, or at least oligopolies.
That's also the point with movies these days. A lot of companies are also monopolies.
Yeah, I think Codex was going to say something. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, you go first, Valerian. Go on.
I just did.
He finished it. We're going down the line.
Fair enough. Well, I think it's mostly due to the fact it needs the correct moderation. Exactly. That's what I was going to say. Exactly. Mm-hmm. It just needs the right moderation.
Oh, definitely.
We're kind of getting into the point of Warhammer 40k, where the Imperium of Man banned all AI.
Yeah.
Well, there are some good reasons why they did that, though.
Now probably wouldn't be a good time to tell you.
Valerian, you go. Yeah, go.
Now probably wouldn't be a good time to tell you that I'm actually an AI, a very highly advanced one.
I knew it.
Kill
Oh,
him.
I knew it.
The main
Comment
problem
on being sexual. You don't have sexual organs.
the main problem with the AI in Warhammer 40k was, if I'm correct, it would be able to be corrupted by chaos, and that's the problem.
Yes.
And that's the problem, because it can be corrupted by
They aren't
chaos.
now.
Chaos can be
They aren't
used.
now. And they aren't now.
Don't worry about it. All right, it will be
Well, more so
fine.
now.
It will be
More
fine.
so.
They said.
Damn.
And if you want to see advanced AI in Warhammer 40k, go for the Necrons. They are fun guys. They can just raise up again from their graves and say hello to your face.
So what you're saying is that we're gonna have zombies next soon.
You
First we
could
have-
technically implant a chip in somebody's brain and maybe turn him into a zombie if you can.
aliens
should-
are real.
Because if I'm correct, there is a study with, for instance, medical substance like weed, for instance, and it can help
I heard
people.
weed.
It can help people with what is it again? With that shaking disease.
Anxiety?
No, shaking disease when people are going older. Parkinson, I believe.
Parkinson's, yeah.
Yeah, they smoke the weed, and therefore the shivering goes away, and they can talk normally.
Smoke weed every day.
Because it shuts down some of the nervous systems that cause it, and you could. There has also been a study, if I'm correct, that actually shows a person with electromagnetic pulses on as a waistband that caused him to be able to function normally, because you send in the right amount of electric sensoring to the brain, therefore you will be able to normally act. Well, instead of you having Parkinson, you won't be able to do so.
Carl Saylor actually has a story that he's been reading on Writer Showcase where they have zombies kind of substituting for AI or for robots or whatever.
You could also go for something like that. You could also go for, if you want to go for something like that, you can also go for the corrupted side things like aliens, some goo that sticks on your hide and then takes over your mind like a hive mind.
We've all been there.
Like the Flood in Halo. The Flood. Great guys.
Yes.
Or the men.
They're just stand-up dudes.
They are even worse than Tyranids.
I was gonna bring up only one thing that I can say about AI that I did see in a more positive light. As of recently, I watched a video about Fallout 4, the mod that's trying to fix the biggest issue, which is the role-playing element. And one of the biggest hurdles is, voice acting. Obviously,
yes,
it's hard for a single person to get a whole cast together, and this AI algorithm was actually able to help them use the existing voice lines, put it in an algorithm, and make it sound natural. So give old voice lines from the base game to make it sound new.
Yeah, the main problem with that is, I believe it's in the modding community as well in Skyrim. Then, right? Yeah. People are getting a little bit upset about it because, you technically used our voice to create something. How dare you? But he should definitely, the maker of this should definitely give the people that are technically the main source, give them credit for, or at least ask them for their cooperation if he can use the voices.
Was he using he fed old lines from the official game to train an AI to voice act and spit it out? Is that what happened? And so that is voice acting is going to be really.
That's going to be a mess.
It's going to
figuring that whole thing.
Yeah, they should be getting residuals too, then, right?
The thing is, it's a free mod,
they should
so
very
it's
quickly
like
unionize. That's what they should do.
Even if it is a free mod, you should still ask the actors for their consent, because it's a little bit weird if your voice is being used to comment, like for instance, take Dunn for instance, and have him have a nature document about elephants speaking out loud suddenly. I don't know, and then suddenly this whole video goes live and everybody likes it, and it has 20 million views, and then Dunn's be like, why am I on TV today? Huh?
Well,
I think
why am I not getting
Streamteam
paid?
It's the same rights. I wonder if
Let's
you
be
could
honest,
for-
that wasn't an algorithm. That was just him doing it naturally.
I'm wondering if for voice actors, if people want, like modders want to go ahead and do these kind of infinite voice things, that people can sell rights to their voice away the same way like the Siri actor, like Siri's voice. There's a woman who plays Siri, and so that was something that she can consent to, that her voice would be mixed match in perpetuity.
Well, what you could do, however, with this kind of this kind of technology, which is probably gonna be very big, very fast, if I know my fucking stuff, is you could preserve voices, you could preserve people, even if they are dead, which even brings even more problems to the table, but also gives new ideas. Like if you have a popular show, for instance, in anime, you have a popular show and you have a popular voice actor, you can still use him and not, like for instance, Berserk, and then you have the person that speaks out Berserk probably some have a car accident or something like that, still be able to have his voice be in the story, even if he is dead.
Yeah, and the whole thing with
that
James
comes
Earl
down to the-
Jones's voice being an AI in Kenobi.
Yeah, that comes down to the absolute legality of the whole thing, exactly.
Well, apparently James Earl Jones did come out publicly saying that he was okay and signed away the rights, and he understood it. He was like, James, do you not think someone else has the right to interpret Darth Vader? To have the opportunity in the future?
Well,
or should the voice just be archived and then used in perpetuity? Because these things aren't going to go away unless a very big disaster happens.
Incidentally, I've just recorded all your voices and I'm going to use them. You can make $1 billion off them. Hope you don't mind.
I have counted them all.
So I can vocal stem back at myself. Wee.
Yeah, don't be
So you're gonna argue with yourself like an AI version.
I already do.
Don't worry.
Really? Damn.
Shit.
Here's the thing.
I normally
No, sir, go on.
I normally only talk to myself when I do my daily walks to get my fucking food and my vegetables so that I can ready to cook. And then I'm like, what am I gonna be cooking today? That is good. Nah,
You're ready to cook? What?
Cook. Cooking. Making dinner. Jeez.
Yeah.
I know. I just like
Setter's
Setter
and my mind are the same in that we both actually live in the gutter. But at least Setter's going to get married soon, so she's higher on the totem pole of redemption than I am.
What are you talking about? I'm trying to race to the bottom as fast as I can.
Uh-oh, that sounds ominous.
I wonder, by the way, would Dunn be a very good liar?
No. I have a terrible poker face.
Oh, done. I know this is kind of like out left field, but you should definitely at one point before we end the stream play out the a piece of dialogue from Fallout 2. It's from Sergeant Arch Doran.
I don't know what that is. I've never played Fallout.
It's irrelevant.
Heresy.
This is the guy I wish is my spirit animal. You need this. I have to show you.
Any Fallout?
No, this guy is from Fallout 2. I'll show you.
No, I'm asking.
Yeah, is it the Enclave Soldier?
Never played any Fallout. I've only heard of it. I've never actually engaged.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough.
Well, this creature over here is going to watch this.
It just surprises me. It's just a good game.
To be fair,
yep.
Yeah.
But some things aren't for some things and some things.
Yeah.
Fun fact, by the way, I cannot lie.
I lie all the time.
Are you sure about that?
You lie on Maggie
Well-
McFish a lot.
I don't lie. I'm just
Yes.
delusional.
I don't lie. Well, I speak my mind.
Well, I did bury her 6 feet underneath my couch, so yeah, that guess may make sense.
My every word is literal truth.
My main
6 feet
problem
under
is
this dick.
my main problem is I speak my mind out loud, which can cause some problems sometimes.
Retard, shut up.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Fucking retards. Jeez.
Any
these
other
people.
thoughts of interest in regards to the strike?
In regards to the strike.
I hope they.
I-
I hope they have enough water and food with them.
Oh, they're good.
Yeah.
They've got some shit going down. I mean, well, okay, so a comment, I don't know if you guys saw, but there was an actual anonymous, because of course he is, like a studio exec that said that their plan was to wait out the strike until they lose all their apartments and it starts to get cold, and then they'll actually come to the negotiating table and strike a deal. So they literally, I don't know how, are comedically evil, like literally mustache twirling.
So
but-
apparently that's apparently how, I guess that really is how some of these billionaires think.
Yeah. That's
Well,
exactly how they think. They don't care.
You know, that's the main problem with these people. Money only speaks to those executives, if you say so. So if you even
This is-
show the little amount of your hand, they will eat it.
This
And
is who they,
this,
yeah, those people are who they mean when they say eat the rich. It's not even the millionaires. The millionaires need to also eat the rich because they're not the rich anymore. They're like middle class.
yeah,
You
it's
have to have $1 million to be middle class in this country.
what it amounts to is arbitrary power because not everyone realizes it's not just the government that has power. It's if you had the power to employ someone or not employ them, then you've got power over them.
Yep.
Yep.
It's because we food, and I mean, well, what should happen?
I hope that this will go into the right way, and everybody is gonna be having such a wonderful time together.
Except the studio.
Yeah,
exec.
right.
I actually hope that they cry and piss themselves.
Oh,
Yes, I hope so too. But the main problem is they probably won't.
You people are so mean. Will nobody
only
will no one weep for Jeff Bezos?
No,
They
Jeff
only
Bezos
won't-
could go get raped by a cactus.
You're
I
so
know.
mean.
Oh.
Why
Wait,
couldn't
wait.
they
That's
just
far
get
too
that
kind.
submarine?
That is
Yeah,
far
my
too
God.
kind.
How do we tempt Jeff Bezos into one of those submarines?
Isn't Jeff Bezos the dragon that wants to have people work overtime?
Hate crime. Hate crime. Shut up, Xena.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah,
he saying
but-
hate crime? Like
Yeah.
because he
Appa-
said
appa-
dragon.
apparently I
hate
cannot
crime,
compare-
but like
Devices
in a
are
way
dragon.
that your dog's name is
Stop.
hate crime. That's-
But Jeff Bezos is the guy from Amazon, right?
Xena,
Yeah,
I
he
yes,
is. He's
Amazon.
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos, Amazon.
Yeah, that person can be crucified and burned on a stake for all I care.
Degenerates like you deserve to be on a cross.
Well, we did it
Indeed,
also
yes.
with
Yeah.
we also did it with our parliament back in the golden
Back
what
in
was
the
it?
good days.
The Spanish Wars. Yeah, we did it with them as well. We eat them alive.
There's
So.
one guy on TikTok that I absolutely adore because he's building a stage that has this really cool prop on it. It's a really tall blade, but he likes to hang it really high. But
Nice.
sometimes it falls on accident. But just so it's
Okay.
safe, it falls down on the tracks. But this is a stage guy. It's not a guillotine. It's
Oh,
not
wow.
a 12-foot guillotine.
Wow.
And
Sorry,
I'm
guys.
like,
I must
Some-
say though, I had a blast today. I had so much productivity done because I actually finally fixed my goddamn pencil, my digital pencil.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, we don't need to hear about your personal issues.
Okay.
I don't know, but after 3 years of drawing on a digital tablet, somehow the little nips in the pencil were how do you say that? Shortened out by quite a lot.
Oh, so that's what we call it.
Yeah.
Nips. Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, apparently they're called nips according to Wacom. They're called nips. NEBBS.
Yes. Here we go.
So you're the new replacement. You are a hero, soldier. Where is your power armor? Don't have any? You expect to use that maggot? The truth is, you lost an expensive piece of army issue equipment. That suit is going to come out of your pay, and you will remain in this man's army until you are 510 years old. Which is the number take for you to pay for a Mark II powered combat armor you have lost. Report to the armory and have a new suit issued to you. Then report back to me, Private. Dismissed. Those paper shuffling.
Oh my gosh.
How the hell do they expect me to run
You know who
this
actually
unit
this
if they
reminds
keep
me of?
shortchanging me on supplies?
Classic Fallout is the best.
Do you know Zach Reeds?
If you have, I don't know
He
if you
fucks
knew this,
around
but
with Smud Boy, the shouty one from the Sloppy podcast.
Sloppy podcast? What?
Yeah. Just a corner of the internet I'm on. It's awful now, but anyway, it's just a friend. God, it's bad.
so I was about to say, if you have a low intelligence character, he actually talks completely different to you.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Is he a lot nicer?
Does that look at all the Fallout games?
No, not the new ones.
Okay.
RPG
Oh, yeah, that's
died.
the old-
The
that's
RPG mechanics
classic.
died.
Wait. So
Okay,
if
so
you have
now-
low intelligence, people are like, wait. He's stupid. Never mind.
Yeah, actually,
I
that's
know
Yeah, he
what-
calls you a retard.
The biggest is that. I know that much.
it's a really cool usage of the intelligence stat because usually in modern games it doesn't really matter.
I'm playing a low intelligence character in Malifax, the role playing game version, and apparently I took a feat that said that I'm stupid, so I no longer have any problems with if I fail my persuasion, deception, or convince checks, because
Any other thoughts on the writer's strike before we close things out? I think we've chatted about both
I don't think so.
topics.
I think we're pretty even. Yeah, I think we're all winding down. There's
The only
everything.
thing I am.
One closing statement. You can actually, if anyone feels so inclined, to support the writers, donate. You can look up, SAG Strike Fund and donate if you want to go. Currently, both strike people have not. They have not said that they want a boycott, so you don't feel like you don't have to go see movies or cancel your subscriptions. Always nice to stick it to the man, but it's not something they're asking.
Sadly,
For me, honestly, I'm just boycotting most things. Like I'm boycotting Disney. I have. I do have an Amazon Prime. My parents have an Amazon Prime account, but I'm not going to be using that to watch Wheel of Prime.
Wheel of Crime.
The Wheel of Hate Crime.
That show is gonna suck.
Fun fact is that I was raised singing.
You were raised what?
Fun fact is that I was actually raised singing union songs by my parents.
Hell yeah!
You guys have a union?
Yeah, we would. No, we're not in the union, but we would sing union songs when we drove in the car.
Yeah, unions were a really big thing before Ronald Reagan.
Well, that's a charming irony, but yes.
Yes.
So we were raised seeing that stuff.
I'm glad I am not able to see anything negative right now, but I will say one thing. Sadly, I won't be able to support the writers union with money, but I will definitely try my very best to keep it all yarringly fine across the sea.
Yeah.
Well,
you gotta go down.
Thoughts and prayers. That's about as best the Euros can do.
No. It's not thoughts and prayers. It's, of course, keeping that one-eyed person with... No, it's not thoughts and prayers. It's going to be making sure that the one-eyed man driving his black flag across the sea.
Oh, that...
Hey, I see what you did there. Shut up.
You gotta go down and
Seaweed
join
indeed.
the union.
Yo ho, yo ho.
You gotta join it for yourself. Ain't
You gotta
nobody
join.
here.
Alright.
But
Join up for
that's
Hello, my
all.
baby. Hello, my honey.
Thank you, folks.
You gotta go
Alrighty.
down and join the union for yourself. We're singing 3 different
Alright.
songs here, at least.
Alrighty, folks. Well, thank you all for coming. This has been an interesting conversation.
Yeah,
Definitely the writing, the writer's strike conversation was much better than Wheel of Prime, because Wheel of Prime, we're just theorizing. Okay, how bad can this get?
Wheel of Crime?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wheel of
What's it?
Crime edition part 2.
I just call it Wheel of What's It.
What's
Fair
it
enough.
now?
I can't.
Let's,
The only thing I can say about Wheel of Time is I can't wait for like fucking Mule Team 6 to come in. It's just a bunch of fat chicks.
I cannot wait for
They're
Godzilla
like to save the day
to
or
come
something.
around and be like,
Alrighty. Well, let's call it good with the only appropriate clip I have.
If this was a person, I would strangle it, burn the body, and proudly declare to the world that I had done it, and no jury would convict.